Okay, so I am live here, hopefully on 3 different platforms. And before I go ahead and introduce myself, let me just make sure I am where I need to be. A little housekeeping going on this amazing Sunday evening, just about 10 p.m. Eastern time. So let's see if I am where I need to be. So I can give a shout out to all those who are with me right now, plugging in. So I am on Twitter. So those of you who are there, go ahead and give me that heart, retweet, however it is that goes there. I love to know that you are with me. So if you are, please go ahead and say hi, hi, hi. I always like to do things in threes. Don't ask me why. Don't know. All right, going into my YouTube channel for those who are there with me. Let's see, are we streaming? We are. Let's make sure we don't get the ego. Yes. All right. So for those who are watching from YouTube, please go ahead and hit that like button. So thumbs up. And also remember to subscribe if you have not already. And I think there's a little bell that you can click onto this way here. You'll know when I do go live. And now I'm going to end where I will be landing for the entire time that I go live here, sharing amazing, amazing insight with each and every one of you. I know that it is a little late. I think I'm an hour later than I expected to come on, but I am here, and that's really what counts. I wasn't sure if I was going to get here tonight or if I was going to save this for tomorrow, but I felt the need to come and do this tonight. Excuse me. As I believe the description says how there are many chews. I don't know if I wrote two chews or if there's many chews in this week's forecasts that are really playing a big role in the energy that's going on as we begin Pisces season. And I'm going to dive into that, and then I'm going to dive into doing the forecast for all the zodiac signs from Aries right down to Pisces, and giving you some amazing insight for this week. This way here, you know how to play, navigate, and work with so you can manifest your deepest desires this week. So I do see that I have 2 people viewing in. I don't know where you're viewing in from because on my Facebook, I don't see you here. So maybe you are watching through my YouTube channel, whatever, wherever. Just going to call some people in to invite some to come join me tonight right now. Some of you might already be sleeping, but in any case, whether you watch it tonight or you tune in during the day or during the week, the key of it is to be able to take advantage of this forecast so you know again how to navigate through this week's energy. That is my point of view in regards to, let me go one more. One of the reasons why I do come here is to provide and help each and every one of you push through the week. All right, so we are here. So I'm going to just give it maybe about a minute to see if anybody else shows up. As I don't know why my phone doesn't want to stay up tonight, but all right, we'll lay it down. All right, so we're going to dive in. As I said, this week, specifically today is February 20th, 2022. I don't know if you've had an opportunity to check out my TV show, Joanne's Healing Within, which airs 3 p.m. Eastern Time most Sundays on Strong Island Entertainment, where you can actually catch it on Facebook on Strong Island Entertainment. You can also catch it on Twitter and YouTube as well. And then it replays again on demand on Roku. And I spoke about today's amazing energy as we have 5 2s in today's energy. Now, we actually had 5 2s on February 2nd as well. And interesting enough, this particular date has an extra 0 in it, unlike the first set of 2s on February 2nd, which makes it a little more potent as well because those zeros carry just as much energy as if it was a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, because zeros hold energies too. And what zeros represent are giving us the idea that we have choices and we also have opportunities as well. So the more zeros in a number is letting us know there's a lot of opportunities and choices that we can go about. We are never limited on doing it one way. There's always another way. Somebody might have a certain way they do something and it works really, really well for them. And then somebody else might have a slightly different way of doing it and it works really well for them. There is never one way of doing something. I always like to say that in reference to when we think about health and fitness, when it comes down to dietary habits. If you go into an average bookstore or even library for that matter, you'll see that there's tons and tons and tons and tons of diet and exercise books out there, specifically diet books out there. The 21-day diet, the 7-day diet, the Atkins diet, the low carb diet, the fat zero carb, whatever you want to call it. There's a diet out there for everything. But the reality of it all is when it comes to dieting, there is not one size fit all. What works for one may not necessarily work for another, which is why in my philosophy, dieting doesn't work. But anyway, that's not what today's forecast is about. This forecast is about reminding you specifically for today how we enter into these many twos today, February 20th, 2022. This is the gateway. This literally opens up this week's energy, the the second day of Pisces season. And I'm going to just dive in, introduce myself before I dive into the whole process of tonight. Give me a second, just in case some of you may not know who I am, as I was just about ready to dive into the whole process. Some of you might be wondering who the hell I am. But I just want to give a quick shout out to those who are watching right now. I see that I have Sue here, Anne is here, and then we also have Christine here. Christine, I think you are new to my page, or Christina, if that's how they say your name. So a quick introduction. I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck, which I use all the time for everything I do, from my holistic personal training services into a card reading to help you navigate through your week. So here we go. As I was saying, today on February 20, 2022, today is literally key. It's like the key, that those 5 2s are the key to this week's energy in regards to what Pisces season is literally going to be helping us do. Those of us who may not be aware of Pisces season carries the energy of all 12 zodiac signs. It's literally the last zodiac sign on the chart. It's the 12th house. And it carries all the energies from Aries all the way down to Pisces. That's a lot of energy for a zodiac sign to be carrying. It's almost like when we think about numerology, where that nine energy, personal energy, carries all 9 energies of the last 9 years. Well, Pisces is the same thing, except it carries all 12 of the zodiac energy, which is really about, when we think about all 12 energies, it's about tying up our loose ends. It's about tapping into our intuition, really becoming aware of our dreams, where our dreams become really, really vivid. In fact, last night I had this this morning, I had this amazing dream that I didn't want to wake up. I wanted to stay in that dream because it was so fabulous that the dream itself was fabulous, and then the meaning behind the dream was even more magical to begin with. So our dreams are going to be really vivid in the Pisces season. So my invitation to you is to be sure you have pen and paper by your bedside, just in case you're not able to remember once you get up out of bed what your dream was. You could jot it down really quickly, and then come back to it later to see what it means. For me, I'm sort of like a dream analyst, so I can analyze dreams, so I do remember them. So if any of you do have dreams and you're not really sure what they're actually meaning, feel free to reach out to me for me to analyze those dreams. But do note, it's how I also make an income as well. So I don't mind the occasional reach out to me and say, hey, could you tell me what this means? But if it becomes one of those things where you're constantly reaching out, this is how I make my living, okay? So please be mindful of that. Anyway, so we have this 5 2s in today's date. When you add up those 5 2s, it equals out to a 10 energy. Now let's talk numerology first. The number 10, 1 and 0. 1 is really a new door opening, new opportunities, independent leadership, the first thing we do, and also maybe like even the first impression that we want people to see us as. And then we think about That zero energy, as I said before, it really is about the choices and potential that Pisces season is giving every one of us as we move into this amazing energy this week and going forward for the next 3 to 4 weeks as we're in Pisces season. Now, those when we think about that 10 in astrology, it's associated with the 10th house, associated with Capricorn season. And it's all about the work that we're here to do, whether it's the physical, the spiritual, the emotional, the mental, all of it we bring together. We are here to do our physical work. We are here to do the work with our bodies, embodying our bodies so we become one with our body, not two separate things. Recognizing that we are all spiritual beings and we are all here to be something. It's it's our birthright, and it's also part of our contract to be something, to be in purpose, to be serving, to be alive. That's in our purpose. Hello, Anthony. And that's what this energy is all about when we think about that 10 energy. It's what we're here to accomplish, what we're here to achieve, the work we're doing, our fame. And here's a word that might scare some of you: success. How we are here to be in success, how we are here to be successful, to be in the bright light, to be on stage, center stage, and that light just shining directly on you, to be the life, the center of the party, so to speak. And I know there's so many people out there in the world that do not like to be the center of attention, but this 10 energy with these 5 2s is really about that. It's the center of attention. It's how you shine. It's how you get to brag about the things you do. And it's really, really exciting. So we have the success, we have the fame, we have the accomplishments, we have the achievements, we have the awards. During this powerful 5-2 energy, this might be an opportunity where you're going to be recognized for something, where people might be saying, wow, you are like the best in your field. Here's an award. So that energy is stirring up the pot right now. And this week specifically, because when we think about last week's energy, the only chew we had in last week's energy was on February 12th. There were no other chews in that week. This week, on the other hand, there's lots of chews. You have today, which is the 20th. Tomorrow, which is the 21st. So there's another 2 there. And then let's tap into the 22nd, which is on Tuesday, the 22nd. Powerful energy where we don't just have 5 2s, we have 6 2s. That's a whole lot of 2s. That's a lot about relationships, partnerships, contracts, friendships, marriages. This is a very, very powerful week leading right up into this amazing, as I like to call it, magical, yummy energy of Pisces season. When we think about Pisces season, it is really about putting ourselves out there, being intuitive, being connected, being sociable, being emotional, allowing emotions to sort of show up as well. Like, wear your emotions on your sleeve, why not? For those who might not be aware, Pisces is a water sign. It is a water sign, it's an emotional sign, it's a creative sign as well. Intuitive, psychic. In fact, known to be the most psychic sign out there. So those who are Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, know that you do have the potential of being very psychic, very intuitive, very connected to your higher consciousness as well. And for that matter, you may also spend a lot of time up in what we like to call the third and the 6th and 7th chakra, which means you might be a little floaty at times, which is why it's really important to bring yourself back down to earth, to ground your energy, so you're not always in what we like to call the dreamy land and the illusion, so to speak. I myself say, you know what? I much prefer to be in the dreamy land, because it's all reality when you think about it, and it's all about how we can create that energy as well. So we have the 22nd, which is Tuesday, those 6 2s. Again, a very powerful energy. It really is about partnerships, relationships, contracts, and how we connect with our own body as well. So as we are in this Pisces season for the next, like I said, 3 to 4 weeks, there's a lot of movement that's going to be taking place. When we think about movement, Pisces is the 12th house energy. So it really is about tying up our loose ends, moving, relocating, moving our thoughts, communicating. And there's a lot of yummy energy coming in with this as well, such as, for example, on March 10th, Mercury is going to be moving into Pisces as well. Mercury is our planet of communication. So along with how we communicate with one another, the communication might become more heightened in reference to our intuition, connecting with our spirit, connecting with loved ones. So those who've crossed over as of March 10th, you might have this ability, this desire to want to connect with a loved one that's crossed over. And as Mercury moves into Pisces on March 10th, that ability is going to become more enhanced. I want to say hello to Anne again, who just popped in again. So again, for those of you who may not be aware of your psychic abilities, this is the gateway to activating those abilities. And you may not understand understand if you have those abilities. And you might be asking, well, how do I know if I have those abilities of connecting with spirit and having that ability to communicate on a higher level, not just with those here that we can see, but also those beyond in front of us. And there's no secret weapon to this. It's just a matter of allowing yourself to be open to the unknown, recognizing that if you do start to see shadows or you hear things and there's no one around you, allow yourself to be still enough to make that connection. So we have that on March 10th, where Mercury moves into Pisces. And then come the next week after, middle of March, so to speak, we have Pisces, the Sun, Neptune, and Jupiter. Those three planets coming in conjunction to do an expansion, to create an expansion for each and every one of us. And again, that expansion is really about our intuition, our psychic abilities, our spiritual wisdom as we think of it. Now, I just want to back it up just a second, just in case I don't want you to get confused. On March 2nd, we have the new moon in Pisces as well. So a lot of new energy coming in. If in case you're not familiar with what new moon energy is all about, it really is about setting the new intentions, planting those seeds that you would like to see manifest over the next, give and take, I like to say between 3 to 6 months, is how those seeds are going to come to fruition, for that matter. So we have all this energy that's taking place. Now, the fun part of this Pisces season energy is that this yummy energy moves right into April as well, into Aries season, which as we get there, I'll talk about that more. But we just started Pisces season. So let's dive in. So what's going to take place tonight? As usual, I'm going to tap into all the zodiac signs. And I'm going to be pulling 3 cards for each zodiac sign. So you're going to get up to 9 cards that you're going to be working with for each sign. We're going to be using the full moon, I'm sorry, not the full moon. We're going to be using the moon, the sun, and your rising sign. So whatever that might be for you, your work tonight is to grab a pen and paper and jot down the information that I intuitively show up with for tonight, and then come back and revisit this video and really get super familiar with what chakra you need to work on. So if you do have 3 different signs, so for example, my moon is Aquarius, my sun is Pisces, and my rising is Cancer. So therefore, I'm going to have 3 different cards, and 9 different cards that I'm going to be working with, and hopefully, I'll have up to 7 chakras to work in. Most of the time, that's not the case. Most of the time, one color is going to repeat itself, and that just means that if that color repeats itself, that's the chakra you're going to want to work on a lot, because if it shows up more than once, it means it needs your attention. So how this will work, and I'll show an example at the very end as well, how this actually works. Again, you're going to be taking your sun, moon, and rising, and hopefully you have 3 different zodiacs for each, which means you'll have up to 9 cards to work with. However, if you're what I like to call a triple threat, where you might have one zodiac sign for all three, sun, moon, and rising, means you're going to have three cards to work with, and hopefully out of the three cards, you'll have at least maybe two, if not three, different chakras to work on for the evening. So I'm going to dive in because we're already 20 minutes in, which means this is probably going to be a good hour. But I'm going to do my best to keep it at about 55. How about we do that? So if at this point I do not take a moment to say hello to everybody who pops in, know that I will definitely recognize that you were here towards the end. But I like to stay focused, and we're going to be diving in. So I'm going to just say hi to one more person who just popped in, Lisa Nice. Hello, hello, hello. Talking about the triple threat. Lisa Nice is one of my clients, and she is a triple Virgo. So for someone like her, she'll have three cards to work with, but depending on if all three cards are a different color, then she'll have up to three chakras to work with. But if not, there's a possibility she may have to work on one chakra more than another. So here we go, guys. Here we go. We're going to start off with Aries. Remember, there's going to be three cards for each zodiac sign, and that means you'll have up to 9 cards to work with. So let's see. Whoops, as the cards fly out. Did everyone see that? Okay, and it's so funny because the card that just flew out, I do have to make this notation. During my TV show today, my guest who was on my show, Kendrick Greer, the card that popped out for him during his individual reading was a card that just flew out just now, and he happens to be an Aries sun. So it's quite interesting. We're going to have to go back and share that with him. I find it to be quite interesting and relevant to the situation. So here we go. So this is for Aries right now. So we have... Take a breath. We have one card in reverse, the other two are upright. We're going to be working with the sacral, the throat, and the crown. So let's start off with Aries. We have the throat chakra. So this is really going to activate during that March 10th energy. This is about spiritual career. So if you're on Aries, this might be a perfect time for you to tap into your spiritual career. After all, you're in your 12th house energy, which really means you are tying up loose ends. So maybe the current job that you have right now no longer really fits your energy. So you might be in a process of putting out a resume. The number here is 7-7. So that 7 energy is finding your balance. When we think about 7-7, it's 14, which is a 5. So when we think about that 5, it means change is coming. So during this 12th house energy for you, this is really about letting things go that do not serve you anymore. It's outdone itself, and it's time to start a new chapter. 7 in astrology is all about balance and justice. 5 is all about, it's time to bring back the fun in the work that you do. It's time to be more creative, expressive, and allow your creative juices to flow. Especially your expressing. It's no longer time to stay quiet. So this is definitely a week for change. Pisces season for Aries, this is a week for change, tying up those loose ends. So that's the first card. Second card, interesting that this number pops up directly after the 77. 77 and 88 are known as power numbers. And a power number just means that the number repeats itself. And any number that repeats itself is a reminder from the universe that we need to pay attention. So we have the marriage card. So for you Aries out there, this might really be a time that you're going to be tying up a loose end. You might be tying the knot. How exciting is that? Maybe there's a marriage conversation that's going to be taking place after all. Throat chakra here. Maybe someone is going to be presenting a proposal. But it also could be in reference to what you married to as well. What habits, beliefs, programming, places, people, and things are you married to? So 2 things to look at when we talk about this card here. Number 88. Number 8, again, that balance, similar to 7. 8 is about balance and harmony. 8 is also about achievements and accomplishments and awards. When we take that 8, it's a 16, which is a 7, which is what we just talked about. More balance. So maybe getting married is bringing more balance into your life. Now the chakra here is the crown. When we think about the crown chakra, it is about the higher self. It is about a higher consciousness. It is about that spiritual contract that we all have. And when we think about marriage is a spiritual contract that 2 people have together. Whether you traditionally get married or you just marry with each other just through the energy of that balance between each other's energy, if that makes sense. So that's the second card. Now, third card, however, throws me off for a loop, but really interesting here. It's in reverse. And what's interesting here is this card shows 7 and 8, which basically has the combination of the other two cards. So 7 and 8 is the theme for Aries right now. That 7 is really about finding the balance and going within, taking time to go within. That 8 is about having the harmony and balance within and being fearless. Because sometimes we're so busy being external that we forget to go in. So that 7 and 8 is about a 6. So I'm loving these numbers. We have 6 as the total number. So 6, 7, and 8. So everything is in perfect order for Aries. So Aries, definitely tying up loose ends and allowing yourself to tap into a spiritual career. So get those resumes out. And if there is a proposal that you are looking to have, whether it's a marriage proposal or a business proposal, this is definitely the time to be fearless and allow that sacral energy. When we think about sacral energy, it's about taking action, doing something, being in movement, very similar to Pisces energy, being in movement, allowing yourself to take that next step. So be fearless, but also be open to receiving. So if there is a proposal, be open to taking action, but also receiving as well. Lots of communication. Love that for Aries. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we're going to move into Taurus. So when we think about Taurus energy, Taurus energy is in the 11th house energy right now, which is all about our possessions and the physical and material possessions, things in your home, things around you, your money even for that matter. Let's get that out of the way. And hello, Lauren. I think I said that right. Lauren or Lorraine. Sorry if I said that wrong. Moving into Taurus energy. So again, this is about your physical material possessions. Maybe you're cleaning up some boxes, putting things away, getting ready to relocate. So let's see what's in store. Loving the first card. Interesting. All right, Taurus. So here we have it for you, Taurus. And I don't have any paper to take notes. I should, but anyway, I don't. I do. Let me grab some paper here because there's a need for a note. All right. Sometimes I have to take notes too. All right. So let's move in. So Taurus, for you, we have one card in reverse, the other two is upright, and we're looking here at the root, the heart, and third eye. So let's start off, Taurus. This is a great week for financial abundance. So be open to receiving financial abundance. Be open to visualizing financial abundance. Do not worry about where it's coming from. Just be open to receiving. 1 in 7. We're back to those 7s again, is an 8. So this is really about harmony and balance and success. I just heard success. That's the financial abundance, success. So that's your very first card. Third eye is what you want to work on this week. Interesting enough, though, the card that follows pursuit after that one is in reverse, and it's Reiki. So those of you who are Taurus out there, this is your week. You do need a Reiki treatment. Feel free to redeem your Reiki treatment. You will redeem a 10-minute complimentary session by me. You do need to redeem this session within the next 24 hours, which only gives you 1 day. So how to do this? If you are watching through Facebook, you can actually message me to redeem your 10-minute complimentary Reiki treatment. If you are watching through Twitter or through my YouTube channel, you can email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Again, that's a 10-minute complimentary Reiki treatment, but you must redeem within 24 hours. That's the second card. With a lot of zeros, so letting you know and reminding you that it's really important to have that Reiki energy so you can clear any blocks that might be preventing you from your financial abundance. So that 10-minute session, complimentary. Third card, intuition. Now, once you do activate your energy through clearing out any blocks that you may have, you get to use your intuition. When we use our intuition, though, it's really important to be grounded, because sometimes when we are not grounded, we are so busy floating that we're not connecting with our intuition. And when we think about intuition connecting to Pisces energy, again, it's Pisces is the most intuitive sign out there. So really allowing yourself to connect with your community and seeing how your intuition works. 2 and 4, that's a 6 energy. So this is our planning, taking time to sit in meditation, taking time to be grounded so you can tap into your intuition. I love that for Taurus. Love, love, love. Hello, Joanne. All right, we're going to move into Gemini. So Gemini, for you guys, this is about your 10th house energy. This is really about the work you're doing this week, how important that work is, being intuitive, using your intuition during your work as well, allowing your gut intuition to guide you this week as opposed to following your ego. That's Gemini. All right, interesting. All right, so Geminis, for you, you have 1 card in reverse. We're working with 2 sacral chakras. So those of you who are Gemini, sacral chakra is very important here. And we're also working with the throat chakra. So it seems to be the throat chakra is pretty active, especially for Aries. So if you happen to have, let's say, Aries and Gemini, you're going to be doing a lot of work on your throat chakra. So let's dive in. Very first card for you Pisces out there. Very important for play this week. Playful in your communication. Playful as you are doing the work you're doing. As they say, there's no sense in being so serious when you work. So find play in the work that you do, whether it's through communication, maybe you want to do a little singing, whatever it is, but make sure you're expressing your play. 1 and 6, again, 7 just seems to be the theme here. So we have that 1 and 6, which is 7. 7 is about finding the balance between play and work. And again, this is really about, when we think about it, your work, your how you want to be seen in regards to the work that you do, how you feel about success. So balancing that work life. So not what I'm hearing right now is not all work and no play. So make sure you balance that out. Second card's in reverse. It's all about unconditional love this week. Just as I said, this is about being playful this week. Flirtatious is what I'm hearing. Flirtatious, unconditional love, loving with no conditions. Sacral energy. This is your time to be confident, allowing yourself to love with no conditions and allow your confidence to show up. 9 and 6. This is a 6 energy, which is really about healing, but also, again, scheduling time. Scheduling time to be in that space of your confidence. Scheduling time to really take action to love unconditionally. Love that, love that. This card's in reverse, though, so pay attention to the unconditional portion of it. Take note if you are setting conditions in order to loving yourself or loving somebody else. So, for example, if you find yourself saying, I'm going to love myself when I can fit in a size 10. I'm going to love myself when I know I'm getting up early enough to do all the things I want to do. I'm going to love myself if I get out into nature. Love with no conditions. Okay? Third card, fearless. This showed up to you, I believe, in, I'm not sure if it was Aries or Taurus, but it showed up in one of those two. Fearless. 7 and 8, we have that 6. So here we have 6 and 6. So 6 is definitely the theme, and it also showed up in your first card too. So really, really paying attention, scheduling time to tap into your sacral energy, because both cards are about your sacral. So this is for Taurus this week. Really allowing yourself to tap into your sacral energy and doing some work on the sacral energy so you can clear out any judgment, shame, or blame, or even guilt that you carry towards yourself or towards someone else you can love unconditionally. Do the work this week, Geminis. All right, moving into Cancer. So Cancer, you are all about wanting to learn, wanting to travel. This might be a really great week to take on a course, to do get into a study group, learn something new, learn a different language for that matter. It's definitely time for traveling. So you might see you're wanting to go someplace. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to pack a suitcase and get on a plane, but you definitely might want to find yourself traveling around and visiting people. a great way to tap into your spiritual wisdom too. So let's see, for Cancer, what's in store for you? All right, so Cancer, I'm loving your cards that are popping up. All right, Cancer. So I got to grab my notebook here too. Make a note. All right. All right, so for you, Cancer, one of your cards are in reverse. We're looking at the solar plex, we're looking at heart, and we're looking at the crown. So let's start off with the old soul. So when we think about the old soul, when we think about traveling, this might be a great time for you to travel and connect with an old soul, whether it be a relative you haven't seen in a while, or maybe even a friend that you have not seen in a while, or someone that you connect with based on a soul level, is what I'm hearing. The yellow energy is about trusting. Trusting this process, trusting that there's something more to this old soul relationship that meets the eye. 2 and 6 is an 8 energy, which is really about letting go of the old things, letting go of the old story, and allowing yourself to tap into some new ideas, new opportunity. When we think of 8 in astrology, it is just that. It's letting go of the old and making space for the new so you can have a transformation. So traveling this week, connecting with an old soul and letting go of the old stuff. Love that for Cancer. So now Cancer, for you, the second card is marriage. Marriage. So when we think about the first card, an old soul, someone you know that's a soul contract, we think about marriage as well. Is there something going on in your marriage that you want to connect to? You want to bring more harmony into? Maybe you and your spouse might need to travel. Maybe there's someone you're looking to get married to. So maybe you might have to go and travel so you can get married. 8 and 8 is 16, which is 7. So this is really about finding that balance. So maybe bringing that person into your life, maybe connecting with your old soul, your twin flame for that matter, so you can bring more balance into your life there as well. Crown chakra. So again, this energy between in Pisces season is very yummy this time around, and it very well may bring a lot of relationships into place. So love this balance energy. Now, Cancer, you too have the Reiki card in reverse, so it's very important for you to go ahead and redeem your 10-minute complimentary Reiki treatment as well. So this is for Cancer. I know Taurus has it, now Cancer has it. So if you happen to have Taurus and Cancer out of your 3 signs, and that means you really do need a Reiki treatment. So remember, to redeem that Reiki treatment, it's a 10-minute complimentary session. You must redeem within 24 hours. To do that, very similar as I said for Taurus, go ahead and message me. If you're watching through Twitter or YouTube, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Know that having a Reiki session will help you clear the energy in your chakra system, so these amazing cards and this information that's being provided to you will help you manifest what's showing up here. All right. Remember, if we have one chakra that's blocked, it literally shows up in our external world, which means we are preventing the very desires we're wishing to create happen. So it's up to you guys to clear that energy. All right, moving into Leos. So Leo, even though you're a really fun zodiac sign, well, for this time around, it's really about scheduling and organizing that fun into play, if that's really what you want. You may also be working on scheduling some creativity time, expression, having a conversation, connecting with people to talk. So let's see what's going on for you, Leos. Let's see, we have 12, 11. So in reference to you, Leos, as opposed to scheduling time, it's also about letting go of things. Letting go so you can go through a transformation. This is a transformational period for you. So utilizing this time, even though you love to have fun, you can also transform at the same token. So it's time to let go. It's time to sort of loosen up, pack up some stuff, and transform, because you're in your 8th house energy. Where when we think about the Cancer energy, they're about traveling, they're about learning things. Leos are about letting go of things, making space for something new. So let's see. Ah, I almost thought we had the same cards. Okay. All righty. Ah, interesting. All right, so there must be a lot of marriage energy in this week, because this is like the third time the marriage card's showing up so far. So a lot of energy going on. I did say that Pisces season is a yummy, yummy, magical energy. Well, I kid you not. So Leos, this is for you. All three of your cards are in upright position. Yay. You'll be working on your crown chakra because two of them are in there, and you'll also be working on your heart chakra. First card, manifestation. This is your week to manifest. As I was saying earlier to those who have the Reiki card, if you are looking to manifest your desires, you must have your energy clear. If your energy is stuck, stagnant, or blocked, that's going to prevent things from manifesting. So, Leos, really, really work on that manifestation. 1 and 9 is 10. This is the week that you're going to really tap into clearing out things that's no longer serving you. You may have a lot of clutter hanging around. Get that clutter out. Get the energy in your space to be beautifully cleansed. In fact, what I'm hearing is use some sage and sage your space so you can allow this Pisces energy to come in. So whatever it is you're looking to manifest will happen. Crown chakra. So this is definitely about tapping into your higher self and having a transformation. So clear the energy out. Do the work this week. Allow yourself to physically do work to get the energy to move, and also moving your body as well. So this way here, you can be the manifester. Interesting enough, as you do this work this week and you are working on manifesting, it's really important to remember that anytime we're in that process of manifestation, we have to be patient, because things do not manifest like this. So sometimes things take a little longer, and as humans, that's where we get all tripped up about it. So really important to be patient this week. All right, so whatever it is you're looking to manifest, be patient to know it's already happening, but don't get discouraged if you don't see it. Heart chakra here, heart chakra. Stay in a space of joy and happiness. And 4 is about the foundation you are in the process of manifesting. You're in the process of moving things out, making space, so you can build that new foundation in your home. I love that card. And as I said, the marriage card keeps showing up. So you might be in the process of getting married. You might be in the process of a proposal. You might already be married already, which means there might be a need to really find some balance in your marriage. Find time to spend time in your marriage. If you're constantly work, you do need to bring that balance back into the home. And also, too, again, as I always say, the marriage has two sides to it. It's also about the things you're married to. So if you are in the process of getting married, maybe you are months away from your marriage, you might have to start decluttering. So this way here, you get rid of the stuff you don't need, because the two of you are going to be coming together. And if you both bring in so much stuff, you don't have room, and that clogs up the energies. So that 7 energy is about balancing things out. That marriage is about letting go of people, places, and things, and physical material possessions as well that no longer serve you. That purple energy is that crown energy, that higher self, the intuition, your psychic abilities, your spiritual wisdom as well. So Leo, this is a fun week for you. Manifestation, practice your patience, because again, think of it as everything's already there for you, but you don't see it just yet. But you got to be patient enough so you can see it. And marriage, whether you're already married, you're thinking about getting married, or or there's something you're married to and you might need to let it go. That 7 energy is about that balance you're bringing in. That 10 energy is about the work you are doing. That 4th energy is about what you're building in your home. And that's a fun set of cards for Leo. And it's really funny on how I think that's the 3rd time the marriage card showed up so far. So fun. Virgo. So when we talk about balance here, Virgo is the opposition sign of Pisces. So it's the 7th energy. When we think about that, did I have that wrong? Let's see, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Yeah, the 7th energy. Sometimes I have to double check myself. The 7th energy for you Virgos out there. So this is really about finding balance in your life this week. Where do you need more balance? Where do you need to justify the balance in your life, whether it's making sure you're getting enough rest, making sure you're getting your exercises in. And as a holistic personal trainer, remember, I'm always going to say that. Remember, where do you need balance in your life this week? Do you need that work-play balance going on? Where do you need more balance in your life this week? So let's see. That's seventh energy for Virgo. What cards are going to show up for Virgo? One more time. Oh, I love that. Let's see. Oh. All right, so for Virgos, what we're looking at here is we have two cards in sacral, one in solar plex. All three are upright. Yay, yay, yay. Let's start right off with the Queen and King energy. When we think of Queen and King, we can think of it just as that. Your partner, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever that energy is. But think of that Queen and King. Now, also, if you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend, this could be a really fun week for you to get out into socializing this week, finding that balance. So if you are looking to get into a relationship and you're not in one yet, this might be the week to do just that. All these choose, after all, get out there and socialize. Now, when we also think about the Queen and King in regards to a relationship, again, get out there and socialize. Take your spouse, take your partner out on a date. This is a great week to get dressed up and go out on a date. Go someplace fun and exciting this week. Remember that balance. Also, that Queen and King is about the feminine and masculine energy, being able to make a decision, but also being able to receive support at the same token. Make a decision and then be open to someone else's point of view as well. The sacral energy is all about setting up some seeds in regards to things you want to start creating. Sacral is about creativity. Sacral is about our confidence. Sacral is about judgment, shame, and blame. So let go of that so you can be more into your confidence and allow yourself to create that beautiful relationship you're looking for. And let's talk about choose, considering that's what this week's all about, our relationships, our contracts, our partnerships, friendships, whatever it may be. Also note, Queen and King does not necessarily have to be an intimate relationship. The Queen and King could be a relationship you have with a parent or a child as well. And if you're not in an intimate relationship, you can take a parent out or you can take your child out this week. It's a great week to start doing that. Step into your confidence. After all, we're literally what? Today's the 20th, so we're maybe 10 days away from Say Like David. Hello. Daylight savings time. Let's get that together. Daylight savings. So we're going to have more sunlight, which means we're going to want to be out more. We're going to want to socialize and communicate. So Virgos, find that balance. All right, Virgos. Old soul. You are definitely an old soul. You've definitely been here more times than you can count. And when we think about that old soul, that 8 energy, just as we talked about that Queen and King, that feminine and masculine energy, and exactly where you are about that balance, same thing with that 8 energy. It's balance. You need balance. You want balance. You need to know that you can rest just as much as you can play. So balance is a really important thing for your old soul because, again, you've been here multiple times, so it's really important to have that balance. If you find yourself in one energy too much, it overwhelms the old soul in you. So pay attention to that. Solar plex energy is about trusting your intuition. Your intuition doesn't lie. So when your intuition is saying you need rest, listen to your intuition. And that's the partnership you have with your old soul. All right. Love that. Also, Virgos, this is your week for completion. There is something you are ending this week. You're finally going to put a period somewhere. I feel like I'm actually talking to a client of mine because we were chatting about that today. So if that client is still here with me, hopefully she is, maybe not. But anyway, completion. This is a week where literally you're going to put an end to something. Something is finally coming to an end. You can finally put it in the box, put a ribbon on, and put it away or mail it out because it's a week for completion. You are taking action this week. You are taking action. That 9 is you are letting something go. You are transforming. Very similar to the solar plex. You are transforming this week. That 9 energy in astrology is about that spiritual wisdom, but also being able to travel. So you are traveling away from something. I love that. In numerology, it really is about an ending, a completion. So Virgo, something's coming to an end this week. Yay! Love that for Virgos. All right, Libra. You guys are in the 6th house, which is all about scheduling time. Whether it's scheduling time to play, scheduling time to work, scheduling time to visit a friend, scheduling time to be intuition, scheduling time to meditate, but schedule. Scheduling time to eat. And because Libras like balance, it's really important to schedule. Because if you don't schedule, you feel off kilter because you need that balance. All right, so let's see what cards you need to work on this week. All right. We're just about 50 minutes in. Got 10 minutes to pop this out. Let's see. All right, Libra. So this is going to be an interesting week for you guys. So one card's in reverse, the other two's upright. We're looking at all the higher chakras. We're looking at the high heart, the third eye, and the crown. Starting off with communication in reverse, which means you do need to work on this one. It's the high heart. It's learning to communicate with more kindness and compassion, not being so raw about your conversations. 1 and 2 is 3. So when we think about 3 in numerology, it really is about communicating, creating, learning something as well, and teaching. So learning and teaching. Also, when we talk about astrology, talk about that 3rd house, which is really Gemini, but ruled by Mercury. And as of March 10th, Mercury's moving into Pisces season. So pay attention to that, Libras. That communication might be a really big thing for you once Mercury moves into Pisces season. So it's the intuition that might become heightened. You might be connecting more with spirit guides. You might also be doing a lot of spiritual work this week in regards to connecting to spirit and having readings, giving readings for that matter, is what I just heard for you Libras out there. So pay attention. Cards in reverse. So something you really need to work on, think about. Quite interesting. We have career card. Now, when we talk about Libra, where you're in your 6th house energy, but you're also Libras, you like balance. That's that 7. It's about going within. It's about seeking quiet. So you can really pay attention to what it is you need to hear during communication. Career change. So this is a week. You may very well be putting in some resumes. You may be doing a lot of conversations in regards to interviews this week. So pay attention to that. And if there's a specific job or career that you're looking to create, start visualizing it. And I'm loving the card that's coming in next. Higher self. Higher self, yes. So when we think about a career change and thinking about what it is you really want to do in your career, this is your chance to connect with your higher self. This is your chance to see what your higher consciousness desires. That 11 energy is your reminder. Excuse me. That 11 energy is your reminder that you have the ability to heal and be the master healer in your relationships. But you also have the ability to be the creator to your relationship too. So that crown chakra energy is you reminding you that if you see the number 11, that is your reminder. That is your reminder that it's really important for you to visualize that career that you so desire and really create it. So anytime you see 11, it's your reminder. It's saying to you, create the career you desire. This is your week to put the resumes in. You may be getting those phone calls coming in regards to scheduling a time for you to come in for a job interview or even a virtual interview. But this is the week for that. Trust your higher self. And remember, every time you see the number 11, it's reminding you, you are the creator to that career change. So whatever it is you want your career to be, you get to create it. Loving it. And remember, you're working from your crown chakra. So it's not about your ego. It really is about what serves your purpose. Loving that for Libra. Scorpio energy. So when we think of Scorpio, it's about the 5th house. This is about having fun this week. Having fun this week. Being playful, being adventurous, being creative, being expressive. So using this Pisces season for just that. So let's see what's in store for you. Ah, oof, love, love, love. All right, Scorpios. So two of your three cards are in reverse, and we're working with the root. We're working with the throat. I'm sorry, root, heart, and throats. Talking about throat. Scorpios, for you too, this is a spiritual career week. This is all about work and marriage, I think, for most of us this week. Pisces season is going to be a lot of fun for tying up loose ends for many people. So this is an opportunity for you to notice change coming in. There's spiritual career, which means you're going to be communicating this week about your career, about whatever it is you do and love to do. That 7 is a 14, which is 5. There's a change coming in. That's going to bring a lot of freedom in for you this week. So again, it doesn't mean you're going to be stepping into your spiritual career this week, but it definitely means you're going to be doing a lot more talking about it, and there's a lot of change coming in for you this week. So pay attention to that. I'm loving this next card, which is in reverse, which is the leader. So because you are going to be tapping into your spiritual career, it means you're not going to be subjected to working for a company. You're working for yourself. You're independent. You're an entrepreneur. Double 5. That 5 is that change that's coming in, just like I said the first card. So we have 5 again. And that 5 is a 10. This is the work you came here to do, your spiritual work that you came here to do this week. Remember when we think about Scorpio energy, Scorpio is a water sign, the family, the sister of Pisces as well. So very, very powerful energy. Change, change, change. But because it's a reverse, remember it's really important to stay grounded. Because when this much change is coming in a short period of time, it could be overwhelming. And because it's about a career and all these twos that are floating about, this is really about massive change happening in a really short period of time. So stay grounded, otherwise you're going to get overwhelmed. Other card that's in reverse as well is about communication. So you're obviously having a conversation this week, multiple conversations this week. Tapping into your high heart, which is about taking the kindness and compassion you have here, bringing it up into the throat so you can communicate it out. That 3 energy is what you're going to be communicating. Communicating and working with computers, whether it's a virtual conversation or a phone conversation or an in-person conversation, but there's definitely conversation taking place. And this also could very well take place during that energy when Mercury moves into Pisces season, which is that 3 energy that Mercury rules Gemini in. So anywhere between now to then, there's definitely a conversation happening with a spiritual career change, shifting you into entrepreneurship is what I just heard for you Scorpios. Love that. All right, Sagittarius. So we're Sagittarius. We're moving into your 4th house energy, which is really about being home. And we think about home. Home could be home with family or home in your own body. So however that resonates for you, are you going to be home in your own body, or are you going to be home with family, traveling? Let's see what Sagittarius has in cards has in store for Sagittarius, and what Pisces is going to help you with this week. Okay. Alrighty, Sagittarius. So 2 of your cards are in reverse. We are working with the root. We are working with the high heart and also the crown. Starting off with manifestation. So this is your week for manifestation. So what do you want to manifest when it comes to the home? Whether it's manifesting something with your body or manifesting something at home with family. What do you want to manifest? 19 is the work that you're here to do. Working on your body and also working with dealing with the family matters as well. Know that it is about your crown chakra. So this is really about the highest version of you. So the work that you're here to do this week, the highest version of you, you get to manifest that this week. So you're powerful at this work this week in connecting with family and connecting with your own body as well. Second card, which is in reverse, the root chakra, it's about a new relationship. So when we think about the work that you are doing at home, whether it's with your body or with your family, it is about a new relationship with self. It could be a new relationship with someone in your home as well. So either way it can go. 2 and 8 is that 10 energy, which is Right alongside here, lots of 10, lots of work that you're doing this week as you are working in your home. Whichever way it resonates, whether it's your physical home, your shelter, or your physical body, you are doing work this week, Sagittarius. 2 and 8 is that 10. You are working, you are accomplishing something. When you think about fourth house in astrology is associated with your mother or mother figures or the things you're mothering, such as the projects you're working on. When you think about 10, it's associated with Capricorn, which is associated with the fathers. When we think about fathers, it's like the father figure, but also the masculine energy, the work that you're doing. So you got that masculine, feminine energy that could be showing up within your own body. So that's why it's really important to stay grounded this week because you have a lot of work to do. Love that. Cards in reverse. Interesting on the third card that's also in reverse is about communication, which just showed up in Scorpio energy and now it's showing up in Sagittarius energy. So something you need to say. Something you need to say, whether it's something you need to say to yourself or something you need to say to somebody else. But remember, this is your week to do work. This is your fourth house energy, tapping into your home, physically, your body, or your physical home, your shelter. But there's a lot of communication going on this week. That's 3 energies: communication, intuition, psychic abilities. You might be even tapping into a spirit, a loved one that's crossed over. They will very much help you manifest your desires. So a lot of communication that's going to change relationships for you this week. So work on those chakras. All right. Moving into Capricorn. Capricorn, you're in your third house energy, which is all about communicating. Communicating, networking, brainstorming, technology, traveling, scheduling. It's also associated with Mercury. So let's see what's in store for you guys. All right, we're just about an hour in. All right, well, it's all what it is. Oh, I'm loving that one. All right. Oh, 1 card's for you. Capricorn, out of your 3, 1 card's in reverse. The other 2 are upright. We have 2 high heart and 1 throat chakra. So this week, clarity. Clarity coming in. So the communication that you are doing this week, you're going to gain some clarity this week. We are working with the high heart, so it really is about kindness and compassion and joy. 2 and 9 is 11. So 11, when we think about it, is the master healer. You're healing a relationship this week, particularly with yourself. Remember all these 2s we have coming in this week. This is a great week to gain that clarity and to heal a relationship this week. I'm loving that 11. 11 in astrology is associated with your community. So you might be reaching out to your community to network, to gain some clarity. Second card is being playful this week. So it's really important to play. Get out into your community and play. 1 and 6 is 7. 7 is going within, allowing yourself to tap into your inner child so your inner child can play this week. Do things that connect with your inner child through communication. So chat with your inner child so you can gain some clarity this week. And I'm loving the third one, which is about balance in reverse. So when we think about that balance, connecting with your inner child, being more playful, gaining clarity. 7 and 6 is a 4. So when we think about gaining clarity in your inner child, it is about going within, going home, tapping inside, connecting with your inner child this week, Capricorns. So connect with the inner child. So gain the clarity, do the healing work that you need to do, which is that 6 energy. And that 6 shows up in your play card as well. That 7 is about going within. The 7-6 is your 4. Go within your body. Sit quietly, gain the balance you need to gain. I love that for Capricorns. All right, Aquarius. Well, you guys just had your birthday. You are now in your second house, which is all about connecting your physical and material possessions. It's reconnecting with your finances because you've done your work in your first house energy. Let's see what you guys have in store for you this week. With all these 2s, being that you are in your second house, is really about that connection. All right. All right, Aquarius, here we have it. 1 card in reverse. We are looking at the throat, we are looking at the root, and we are looking at the heart. So domestic harmony. And guess what number we have here? 22. I was talking about this number earlier. So 22 is the master builder. building the harmony in your household. When you think about that 11, that Chu energy is your partnerships, that second house, which is about relationships. So building harmony in your home. Communication is key this week. So communicate with everyone in your home. Learn the love language this week. That's that 22. It's also the 4, so it is about embodying your physical body, but also connecting with your shelter as well. So I love that card. Second card is surrender. So what do you need to surrender when you think about communication so you can have more harmony? Surrender. Change is coming. So this is really the matter of the heart, that healing energy. Change is coming. You have to be willing to surrender something this week. And interesting enough, it all really comes down to self-love. So when we think about that 22 energy, about what you're building, that master builder, and that 7-3, which is 10, which is about the work that you're doing so you can build a better relationship with self, going within. That harmony, that domestic harmony you have with your family really comes first from you. When you love you, when you do the work on yourself and surrender all the things that no longer serves you, you will bring more harmony to your home, your shelter, and also in your own body as well. So get grounded this week. Do what you need to do so you can ground your energy, so you can have domestic harmony and you can learn to surrender what you need to surrender, because change is on the way. This Pisces season is definitely going to help improve your relationship with yourself and those relationships externally as well. I love that for Aquarius. All right, last but not least, we have Pisces. So Pisces, this is your birthday month. Happy birthday to you. You are in your first house energy. So it really is about first impressions, how you want the world to see you, how you want the world to see you do your work, how you feel about the work you're doing, and making sure that people are actually saying nice things about you, applauding you for the work that you're here to do. So let's see what's in store for you, Pisces. Haha. Interesting. Okay, Pisces, this is quite interesting. It's your birthday month and all 3 cards are in reverse. Go figure. But anyway, do want to make a note that also, along with Taurus and Cancer, you Pisces also have to have a Reiki treatment as well. A 10-minute complimentary session as well, redeem within the next 24 hours to take advantage of that session. For those watching through Twitter or YouTube, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Those who are watching on Facebook, feel free to message me, assuming you're a Pisces, to get that 10-minute complimentary session. And again, for those of you who might be Taurus, Cancer, or Pisces, well, that means you're going to get a full session from me, because all 3 of your signs need Reiki. So that's your very first card in reverse. Heart chakra is definitely in need for some healing work. Healing whatever it is that's blocking you from experiencing this birthday season. How exciting is that? Recognizing that you are a leader, but it's in reverse. So maybe you're second guessing, or maybe there's a shift coming in, or maybe it is really important for you to have people let you know how great you are doing what you're doing. That 5-5 is a reminder that you are here to do the work that you came here to do. Your achievements, your accomplishments, your success, your fame. It's all about being a leader. 5-5 is your work. It's 10. 5 is change. There's a change coming in the way you are a leader. So recognize that change. It's very important to be grounded, because when there's a change coming in, we can get a little off kilter. So get out to nature, do what you need to ground your energy, whether it's jumping into the shower, walking in the grass, dancing, singing, whatever it is you need to do to ground your energy, to do it. This is going to be a very powerful week for you. Not only a powerful week, but it's going to be a powerful season. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Enjoy that time of year. It's your birthday. Know that there's a change coming in, and know that it's important for you to get that energy moving. Third card, unconditional love. There is no reason to have any conditions when it comes to loving you, loving on you and loving on others as well. Sacral energy here. So this is really about let go of judgment towards yourself. See yourself as the leader that you are. See yourself as being that magnificent individual that you are. After all, you are the Pisces. You carry the energy of all 12 zodiac signs. So you are here to be helpful. You are here to help others, and do it unconditionally. That sixth energy is all about how you heal you is how you heal others. And recognizing that the things that you are healing from are only things to help others to heal with. I truly believe that whether you're a Pisces or any other zodiac sign, whatever lessons that you are learning about yourself, those lessons show up so you can be the best healer that you are for somebody else. So recognize that sixth energy of healing. Recognize that this is definitely a great time to plant those new seeds and be confident in your energy and loving with no conditions. Love that, love that, love that. So that was Pisces energy. This was an amazing, amazing, amazing energetic week that we have coming on right now regarding all these chews this week. Today's the 20th. We have the 5 chews, which is all about the work we're here to do this week, the spiritual work, physical work, emotional work, mental work that we're all here to do through our stepping into our purpose and all of that wonderful stuff. Then we also have the 22nd, which is a reminder that you are the master builder. You are building something of a masterpiece. This energy we have coming in this week is helping you to do just that. So again, Taurus, Cancer, and Pisces, please be sure to redeem your 10-minute complimentary Reiki treatment so you can be the master builder this week and create and manifest your deepest desires. With all that being said, if this is resonating with you and you're really, really, really interested in getting a private reading, something that's more suitable and personalized to you, feel free to reach out to me, as I am currently offering amazing 12 cosmic energy card readings. It's actually a cosmic energy soul reading with 12 cards, and I would be more than happy to offering that to you, getting you on my calendar. Right now, I have an amazing, amazing birthday special going on. After all, I happen to be a Sun Pisces, so it is my birthday month as well. So if you are interested in learning more about those card readings, please go ahead and reach out. You can send an email at healingwithin76@gmail.com. Those watching on my Facebook page, you can just message me. Thank you for being here with me this evening. Enjoy this powerful week of chews, because we have a chew in every date this week. And we have, today was amazing chew energy, which added up to 10. Tuesday, we have an amazing 22 energy. When you write those numbers out, they look really beautiful. This entire week is a week of chews. So connect with your friends, lovers, and even possibly new people that are going to become your friends as well. Personally and professionally, this is the magical week taking place, a magical season happening, so much yummy stuff taking place, and I look forward to connecting with you next week for more magic and loving, yummy energy. Till then, enjoy the rest of your night. Bye-bye for now.